Hello friends, in this video we will be seeing tabulation problems in reasoning part. Tabulation problems which comes under the data interpretation differs from reasoning tabulation and aptitude tabulation. There's only slight variation, not much variation, okay? And we have entered in our second day of preparing for SBI probationary officer. So today's topic we have to cover is tabulation. Let's look some problems for this tabulation. Before getting into the problems, I want to tell that reasoning tabulation problems in both reasoning and quantitative aptitude, it's very important where we can score much marks. So giving concentrating in more weightage area is a very smart idea, right? So let's practice more and more questions so that we will be solving these problems just like a pro. Okay, this is the first question. Study the following table to answer the 5 questions below. The given table consists of item of expenditure per year, salary, fuel and transport, bonus, interest on loans and taxes. This have the 5 years of values, that is 1998 to 2002. So from this table we have to find the answer for the given questions. So let's see the questions one by one. The ratio between the total expenditure on taxes for all the years and the total expenditure on fuel and transport for all the years respectively. This is the given question. So from this question we have to find the total expenditure of taxes, that is 83 plus 108 plus 74 plus 88 plus 98, and that this total with the ratio of the total expenditure on fuel and transport, that is 98 plus 112 plus 101 plus 133 and 144. This is the value what we have to find. From this given option we can derive value after few steps. So let's calculate the value. This is ratio value, that's why I'm dividing this. This is the value what we have to find, that is total expenditure of taxes of all years and fuel and transport of all years. So we get the value like 451 by 586, right? After this we get a ratio of from this options only. So let's see how to calculate this value. So from the given option, let's see how to calculate, that is 4:7. By multiplying some value into 4, we should get the ending value by 1. With the 4, we do not get any value with 1. So let's get into the option B. 10:13. With this value also we won't get anything by ending with 1. But with the 13, we have the value 3 into 2 is 6. So we can find that last digit ends with 6. With 15 and 18, whether we get the last digit as 1 and 6, there is possible, but we have to check for it. So we go for the next option. 5:8. So we have the option of B, C and D. We can eliminate A and E. So from this we have the value approximately, it will be like in the 451 table it's 1 time and this is 1.3 times. This is approximate value. So we can write this as 10/13. So the ratio will be 10:13. This is how we have to answer for this question. And we can mostly derive the answer from the option itself. And let's move on to the second question. The total expenditure of the company over these items during the year 2000. So we have to find the total amount of the company spending in all these items during the year 2000. Okay, so we have to add all this 324, 101, 3.84, 41.6 and 74. So let's do this and find the answer. By having this last digit values from the answer, we can almost guess the answer within 2 seconds. How? This is after this point there is 84 and 41.6. So we have 84 value. So last digit must be ending with 4. So we can damn surely we can tell that this is the answer. Okay. So option A will be the answer. So these are all the simple questions from the tabulations in the reasoning part. So let's move on to the third question. Third, what is the average amount of interest per year which the company had to pay during this period? This period refers to all the years from 1998 to 2002. So we have to add all the interest amounts from 23.4 plus 32.5 plus 41.6 plus 36.4 plus 49.4. They are asking here we have to concentrate on this word interest per year, which means they are asking each year. So we have to divide the value added by 5. Okay, so let's do that. What's the value we'll be getting? 23.4 plus 32.5 plus 41.6 plus 36.4 plus 49.4 divided by 5. There is no need to add all these values. Just add the values after the decimal point. All these values have only one value after the decimal. So just add this like 4 plus 4 plus 6 plus 5 plus 4 like this alone. Okay. So we'll be getting like 8 and 1.4. So after 1.4 we'll be adding this 4 and 5 alone. We'll be getting like 0.9. So 0.9 plus 3 will be getting like 1.3, right? So we'll be taking this 3 alone. 3 is when a number is, if a number is ending with a 0 or 5, then only it will be divided by 5. So 3 is near to 5, right? So we can take this as, since this is a 0.3, we can take this as 30, okay? So this will be divided by 6 times in 5 table, okay? So check which value ends with 6. So this value is ending with 0.66. So we get the last digit as 6 and we can blindly choose the option E as the answer, that is rupees 36.66 lakhs, okay? This is very easy, right? So let's move on to the fourth question. Question: total expenditure on all these items in 1998 was approximately what percentage of the total expenditure in 2002? So we have to compare the ratio between the 1998 values and 2002 values, where we have to perform the percentage with 2002 values alone. So these are all the options given. So let's see what is the data and what we have to get. This is the table, right? So we have to compare the 1998 value with 2002 value. We have to add all these values and divided by, we have to add all these values. For this value alone, we have to divide by 100 and then we'll be getting the approximately percentage value. So let's add these values. By adding this, we'll be getting 288 plus 98 this is the 1998 value, right? And we have to divide it by 2002 value, like 420 plus 142 plus 3.96 plus 49.4 plus 98, and this value into 100. That is, it also refers to whole 100% by 100%, okay? We can also write this as 100, but we have to find the percentage for this total value by 100. We can also write this like this also. So after cancelling, by adding this value, we'll be getting for 495.4, right? By adding these values, we'll be getting 713.36. So after finding this value, we'll be getting this value approximately of around 69 point something we'll be getting, like, okay. we'll be getting, I think, 4, 5. So 69.45 percentage. Since the value after the decimal is less than 5, we'll be taking this as 69. If the option have 70 percentage, we should not tick 70 percentage as this is coming with the decimal. Since the value of this decimal, since the value after the decimal is less than 5, we should consider as 69. Okay. So the option C is the answer. Let's move with fifth question. Question: the total amount of bonus paid by the company during the given period is approximately what percentage of total amount of salary paid during this period? That is, we have to add all this and find the percentage between the company's bonus and the salary paid. So we have to check from the table. Like 3.00 plus 2.52 plus 3.84 plus 3.38 plus 3.96, and what is the salary is 288 plus 342 plus 324 plus 336 plus 420. Like this, we have to divide by bonus by salary into 1 by 100. This is what we have to find. So let's do the problem. This is the bonus value. Divided by salary value. Into 1 by 100. This is what we have to find, right? So by adding this, we'll be getting 17.00, and by adding these values, we'll be getting 1710 into 1 by 100. This is what we have to find, right? So approximately, we'll be getting 0.17 by 1710, right? By cancelling this, we'll be getting 1, that is 0.01, and by cancelling this, we'll be getting approximately like 100, right? So after this, after multiplying this value, we'll be getting the value like 1%. So this is the answer. So it is 1% when compared to the salary. So guys, this is how we have to solve these tabulation problems in data interpretation. This data interpretation is common for both reasoning and quantitative aptitudes. I'll be providing more than 50 problems in the website link. You can download the PDF from the website link, and also you can write the quiz in the website itself. I'll be providing the link of the website in the description box. Hope this will be useful. If you have any doubts, you can comment the question in the comment box so that I can understand what sort of problem you have, that is doubt you have. And all the best for your competitive exams. Thank you.